Erling Haaland has joined us. You've just beaten his record. Quite comfortably, I must say, by 13.
For most players, this moment is a frantic blur, but for the man sitting across from Alan Shearer and Gary Lineker, it is the only place where he truly feels at home.
We just worked it out, just over 1,000 goals between us in all.
As the conversation kicks off, they calculate a staggering reality. Over 1,000 goals sit between the three of them.
Which is not bad. That's all right. And I think you might take that to about 1,500 the way you're going.
Yet the young Norwegian isn't satisfied. He laughs at the suggestion that he might push that total to 1,500 on his own. He doesn't just see the goal, he anticipates the failure of defenders, the split-second hesitation of a goalkeeper, and the exact point where history is made. As he leans forward to discuss the records he has shattered, there is a chilling realisation that for Erling Haaland, the 100 goals he has already scored aren't a destination. They are merely the opening notes of a much longer, more clinical symphony. The weight of history usually hangs heavy on the shoulders of those who try to claim it, but Haaland carries it with a terrifyingly casual grace. Watching him react to the commemorative ball marked with every single one of his first 100 goals, you see a man who understands his place in the lineage of the game. He admits to Shearer that while he knew the 100-goal milestone was coming, he doesn't obsess over every statistic. However, there is one number he knows by heart: 260. The all-time record held by the man sitting right in front of him. It is a subtle acknowledgement that he isn't just playing in the Premier League, he is hunting its greatest legends. He thrives in the quiet, especially during the pre-season when the media's spotlight shifts toward new shiny signings. It is in that silence that he builds his resolve, waiting for the first whistle to remind the world that while others play for the glory, he plays for the tally. To him, the tap-in isn't an insult, it's the ultimate form of mastery, being in the perfect place at the perfect time. He explains that the easiest goals are actually the best because they prove your positioning was flawless. To understand the machine, you have to look at the blueprint provided by his father Alfie. The old school mentality isn't just a catchphrase, it's a physical manifestation seen in the refusal to wear gloves even on the most frigid Manchester nights. Haaland quips that his father would never allow it, a testament to the rugged Norwegian upbringing that forged his resilience. This discipline is rooted in a philosophy of perfect readiness, a mental state where the striker expects the ball even when it seems impossible. He reflects on the misses, the shots off the post, with more intensity than he does the goals. Those misses piss him off, a raw admission that his brain is wired to replay failure until it can be corrected. It's this haunting perfectionism that separates the great from the historic. He doesn't just want the win, he wants the third, the fourth, the fifth. Even the memory of being substituted by Pep Guardiola after scoring 5 goals against Leipzig carries a lingering sting of what if. While he remains respectful to the teammates who replace him, that hunger for a 6th goal is a primal urge that no manager can truly satisfy. The transition from the Bundesliga to the Premier League was supposed to be a testing ground, a place where the physicality of English defenders would finally provide an anchor to his rise. Instead, he embraced the duels and the contact, relishing the battles against giants like Calvin Bassey. He describes the league not as a playground, but as a grueling gauntlet where recovery and mental clarity are the only ways to survive a schedule that could reach 80 games a year. There is a fascinating irony in his choice of Manchester City. While the world expected him to follow the traditional path to Madrid or Barcelona, he was intrigued by the tactical puzzle of Pep Guardiola's system. He saw a team that loved the ball but lacked a spearhead, and he relished the idea of being the one to break up the game, providing a direct, lethal alternative to the endless passing sequences. He recounts his initial conversation with Pep, where the manager simply promised amazing football and you scoring a lot of goals. It was a simple pitch for a complex talent, and it has resulted in a dominance that the league hasn't seen in decades. Behind the statistics and the physical dominance lies a surprisingly grounded human being who still watches football like a fan. He describes nights spent with his partner, ignoring her pleas to turn off the television so he can analyse a Manchester United versus West Ham fixture. He is a student of the game who still feels the star-wish wonder he had as a child, wishing upon passing trains to be the best in the world. This dream isn't just about personal accolades, it's about the collective weight of a nation. As he speaks about qualifying Norway for the World Cup for the first time in 28 years, the bravado of the City striker fades into the genuine pride of a son following in his father's footsteps. He even laughs at the revelation that his father's biggest dream was for him to be a professional golfer, a disappointment he's happy to live with. He recognises the pressure of being a global superstar, but he keeps himself grounded by drinking raw milk, maintaining strict habits, and launching a YouTube channel to show the normal human side of his extraordinary life. For Haaland, the goals are the job, but the journey is about proving that a boy from Brighton can actually conquer the world.
You know, and then we watched it, obviously.
Can I ask what you were eating? Because you've got quite the diet.
No, that's also a part of the recovery thing, you know, to eat well, and also like good habits and all of these kind of things. Like even my father, like he's like, you should have seen when we played, like, the difference going up to the play lounge, having a few beers after the game, and meeting up on the local pub later on, you know, which was a normal thing. How much these things have changed as well now, because there's so many games and you take more care, there's more money in the business and all of this, and it's also like, that's also a bit of the charm when he speaks about the old days of how it was, you know. But also, like, a part of me was like, I wish I was playing in this time as well, because it's also nice, and you also miss a bit of these things sometimes, you know. This VAR and all of this, it's nice, we need it, you know, and there's nutritionists, there's 30 media people in the club, all these kind of things. Before it was training, a game, 2 days off, coming back. Simple.
Will you have a beer? Will you have a glass of wine?
No, not in the season. I had it after we qualified for the World Cup. I had, but I normally don't drink in season. No.
Just raw milk,
Only milk,
Enjoying your YouTube channel. Give your YouTube mention while you're on it. Give it a plug for you.
Yeah, I think
it's quite popular.
Yeah, no, I think people are curious, first of all, you know, of my life and all this. I get that. I'd be the same. I remember I didn't think of this, but I thought of it, and that's also a bit of the reason why I started, because when I was young, or when I was younger, I'm still young, I remember always looking at things, following these people and looking what they're doing and all of these kind of things in different situations. And when it was like a day in a life in someone footballer's life, I was like, that would be amazing to see how they live and what they do. And then I was thinking like this, imagine how many want to see what I'm doing and how my life is. So I was thinking, why not? Let's do it and we'll see how it is. And it's going well. And also I can show a different side of me, because we know how it is with interviews after the game. Great game, good opposition, all these kind of things, the boring English school answers, you know. So it's important to show yourself a bit different as well, I think, because we're also human beings, we're also normal, we do normal things. It's just when people see us on the screen, you kind of forget it a little bit when you see us on the pitch.
You mentioned your dad. Obviously, he was a professional footballer, a very good one. So what was that like, having a dad that was a player? Has that been a help, or has it added pressure in some ways, or a bit of both?
You know, it's actually funny, because his biggest dream was me becoming a professional golfer. That was his biggest dream.
Oh, really? You've let him down?
So
you're such a disappointment.
So when I was 10, he forced me to start on golf. So I played golf every week from I was 10 to 13. I went on golf, handball, football, and also what's the running called?
Running?
Yeah, but like
long distance or marathons or...
Yeah, what's it called with loads of different things? My mother did it. Athletics.
All athletics.
Jumping and running.
Decathlon.
These kind of things, What you do in Olympics. So I went on that with my mother, and then I went on handball, football, and then he forced me to start on golf. Yeah. So I've been...
Are you any good at golf?
I'm practicing now. It will come out soon, a good golf episode, hopefully.
We'll look forward to that one.
But yeah, no, I want to become good. One day I want to become better than my father.
Yeah.
But But no, what was the question? By
The question was about what's it like having a dad
that was it.
Played professional football.
Yeah, with the
let's
pressure.
take it forward after the golf when you did start. He must have gone, actually, he's bloody good. And then, is it a help or does it add pressure? Or
Yes. So I did this with my mother because she was good in this, and I never had any pressure from my father. But you kind of felt when I found out he was a former Premier League player and national team player, you kind of feel the pressure a bit already. But again, I was the youngest of us three, my sister, bigger sister, and my bigger brother. So I think the pressure was more my big brother because he was the first one, and he was also good in football. He got injuries and all of this, like everyone that doesn't that doesn't make it. But but he had a few injuries and this, and then he decided not to go all in. But the pressure I felt more of myself. But I think also because I wanted so badly to become it. I remember every day before going to bed or seeing I've seen a few, like, the star thing when you can wish yourself something.
Yeah.
These stupid kind of things, walking under the train when the train drives by. My wish was I want to be the best footballer in the world. And this has always been driving me since I was young, and I've been putting the pressure on myself. My father or my mother never pushed me on anything. I wanted to quit handball. Okay, no problem. But football was the thing I wanted to do, and in the end, it was a good choice.
Yeah, you must have made him very proud, though. I saw him at the Fulham game. They cut, after you scored the 100th goal, they cut a shot of your dad, and you could see he must be immensely proud. I hope he tells you that.
No, of course he's proud of what I've been doing, and I think also qualifying for the World Cup also was a big thing because for Norway, and it's a bit different with the country and all of this, and also
28
Norway.
years.
28 years, so yeah, of course they are proud, and that's what I try to do. I try to make them proud and also include them in my life because, not include in my life because they are, but more in the football life, because it's a special life, and it's also a life that will last for another 10 years, and then